Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Ako po ay si Aliah Dimaporo, Congresswoman sa 2nd District of Lanao del Norte. At ako po ay isang first-termer na Congresswoman. Sa karanasan ko po sa Kongreso na yon, marami pong problema sa reproductive health bill. Bago ako bumalik sa Pilipinas para tumakbo isang kongresista, nagtrabaho po ako sa New York City sa isang NGO, non-government organization, international NGO, na gumagawa ng advokasya sa United Nations. At ang primary advocacy namin po is the misconception that population control will cause a flourishing developed country or economic development. This is a misconception po. Because we see in the Philippines, especially, that the greatest resource that we have is the human being, the person. At bilang legislator, bilang policymaker, it is the prerogative of every policymaker to see that the person should be the center of every development policy. The person must always be the center of development. We look at reproductive health bill and the advocacy that reproductive health is espousing. This particular bill is espousing based on the Malthusian theory that population growth will hinder economic development. Hindi po to totoo. What a manageable population needs is a government that supports human capital. And in order to support human capital, we need basic education, basic health, and knowledge-based policies. Reproductive health will not fix the problems of our society, the problems of poverty. Reproductive health, as this bill defines it, in artificial means of managing the population, will not create the manpower we need in order to develop as a nation. The manpower that we need is to capitalize and to maximize human potential. Isa po akong OFW in the past. At nung naghahanap po ako ng trabaho, nakita ko sa mga job descriptions, preferably Filipino. The Filipino has made its name as a great human resource out there. And we see that artificial means of managing the population creates unstable economic and social situations such as an inverted triangle where most of the population is elderly. Pero dito po sa Pilipinas, most of our population is the workforce. The young, the healthy, the fit. And it is the responsibility of the state not to control this, but it is the responsibility of the state to protect this. To protect the human Filipino, provide them accessible health care, and maternal health does not include artificial ways of managing the population, but maternal health includes access to health for the mothers and the child and more infrastructure, more health facilities, more skilled laborers, or more skilled barangay midwives, and other skilled maternal health workers. This is what we need in the Philippines. Education and health po, not artificial means of managing the population. Ladies and gentlemen, isa po akong Muslim. Ang nanay ko po ay isang Katolika who converted to Islam to marry my father. Half of my family is Catholic. Most of my best friends are Catholic. The majority of my colleagues are not Muslim. Many of them are Catholic. But I agree with them in one principle, that we recognize that the dignity of the person begins at conception and ends in natural death. We recognize that the state cannot give a person a dignity. The state has no right to define our dignity because we are born with it. And that is where I find common ground with my Catholic and Christian brothers and sisters. So this day, we all gather here to pray as one in solidarity in the belief of the human being, the person, the center of development. And I join you in prayer to oppose this RH bill. Marami pong salamat.